everyone, and welcome to this deep dive. We're going to take a close look at a really cool music video. Um, it's Hometown Heroes by the Townsend
Oh,
Ramblers.
yeah. I love this one.
We've got this great document that breaks it all down, the video itself, and then how people have reacted to it.
Cool.
So I thought it would be fun to just kind of go through it together.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I first saw this video, I was just really struck by how much it celebrates, those kind of everyday people who make small towns so special.
Totally. It's like it gets right to the heart of what makes those communities tick. It's not just about showing familiar faces. It's about using them to really say something about the music and about the feeling of the whole thing.
Yeah, and the music itself plays such a big part in that too, right? Like those nostalgic melodies, they use the banjo, the fiddle. It's all so warm and inviting.
Exactly. It's like a sonic hug,
Yeah.
And it makes you feel, oh, those feels like when you're home for the holidays or something.
Oh, I love that. A sonic hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the way they combine that music with the visuals of, the shopkeepers, the farmers, the folks at the local diner, it just creates this really powerful sense of community.
It's funny you should mention that because the document actually highlights how the video goes beyond just showing these people.
Yeah.
It actually celebrates like their character, their values.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
it's saying, hey, these are the people who hold everything together, the unsung heroes.
Yeah, exactly. They're not flashy or anything, but they're the backbone of these towns.
Yeah.
They embody hard work, kindness, resilience, all those things that make small towns so strong.
It's a really powerful message, and it seems like that message has really resonated with people. I mean, think about it. This video has won some pretty big awards.
Oh, yeah, it cleaned up. Didn't it win at the Halo International Film Festival?
It did. Yeah. Best music video for 2024.
Wow. And wasn't there something about the Florence Film Awards, too?
Oh, yeah. That's right. It won the Silver Award there, plus Best Original Song.
That's amazing. You know what? I think those awards say a lot about the video's reach. It's not just appealing to people from small towns, it's touching people from all walks of life.
That's a good point. It's a universal story in a way. And, it makes you think about the hometown heroes in our own lives, doesn't it? Like, who are the people who are quietly making things happen in our communities?
Yeah, I was just thinking that it's easy to get caught up in our own lives and forget to appreciate those folks who are always there doing the hard work without any fanfare.
It's true. And this video is like a gentle reminder to, take a step back and acknowledge those people.
And not just acknowledge them, but maybe think about how we can support them too. How we can help them keep doing what they do best. Keeping those communities strong.
You're right. What I'm really curious about is how they use the music and the visuals in this video to evoke such strong emotions. So let's dive into that a little bit more, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it really is amazing how they bring it all together. The visuals, the music, the message, it's all so well done.
Yeah, it's like they took all those pieces and wove them into this beautiful tapestry that just pulls at your heartstrings.
A tapestry, yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's funny because the document actually calls it a love letter to the small town spirit.
Oh, I like that. That's very fitting.
It really is. And it's not just about those individuals. It's about that whole way of life, the sense of community, the connection to the land, the simple pleasures.
It's interesting you say that because while it is a celebration of that way of life, it doesn't shy away from showing the hard work that goes into it too, right? Like you see those farmers with their calloused hands, the shopkeepers dealing with demanding customers, the diner owner working late into the night.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not all romanticized.
Yeah.
It's real. It's saying, hey, this life is tough, but it's also rewarding, and there's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're acknowledging the grit and resilience that are so essential to that lifestyle.
And I think that's what makes it so relatable. Whether you grew up in a small town or not, everyone can appreciate the value of hard work and perseverance.
And I think that's one of the things that makes this video so successful. It manages to be both nostalgic and relevant.
Totally. It evokes this sense of longing for a simpler time, but it also speaks to those timeless values that are important no matter where you live.
And, we've been talking a lot about the visuals and the themes, but let's not forget about the music itself.
Oh, right. The song Hometown Heroes is incredible.
It really is. It's got such a catchy melody, and the lyrics are so heartfelt.
Yeah, and that chorus, it's like an anthem.
Yeah.
It's so uplifting and inspiring.
I can't help but sing along every time I hear it. It makes me wonder if the song would have the same impact without the video.
That's a good question. I mean, the song is definitely strong on its own, but I think the video adds another dimension to it, It gives it a face, It brings those lyrics to life.
Yeah, it's like the video creates a world for the song to inhabit, and we get to step into that world and experience it firsthand.
It's like a visual representation of the song's emotions,
Ah,
and it's so effective.
it really is. You know, I think this music video does a remarkable job of reminding us about what's truly important in life.
It does.
Yeah.
It's about those connections we make, the communities we build, the people who make our lives richer and more meaningful.
It's a beautiful message. And it leaves us with some important questions to consider.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, how can we better appreciate and support those hometown heroes in our own lives?
Exactly. What small steps can we take to foster that same sense of community and connection in our own neighborhoods and cities?
Yeah, those are big questions.
Yeah.
And luckily, we have a little more time to delve into them.
It's like this whole idea of paying it forward, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
recognizing that we're all part of this interconnected web,
Yeah.
and even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect.
You know, when I think about the hometown heroes in my own life, it's not always the people with the big titles or the fancy awards. It's often the people who are just quietly doing their thing, making a difference in their own little corner of the world.
Totally. It's the people who show up day after day and do what needs to be done without expecting anything in return.
And the thing is, those people are everywhere if we just take the time to notice them.
No.
You know, the document talks about this concept of social capital, which is basically the glue that holds communities together. And it argues that these hometown heroes are the ones who are building that capital.
Right. It's like they're investing in their communities by creating those bonds of trust and reciprocity.
Exactly. And I think that's something we can all learn from, you know? It's not just about living in a small town, it's about cultivating that same spirit of connection and support wherever we are.
Yeah, it's about being present in our communities, being engaged, being willing to lend a hand.
And it doesn't have to be anything grand or heroic. It can be as simple as saying hello to your neighbors or volunteering at a local soup kitchen.
Or even just supporting your local businesses.
Mm.
Those small acts can make a big difference.
Absolutely. So I guess the takeaway here is that we all have the potential to be hometown heroes in our own way.
Yeah, we can all choose to be part of the solution.
Yeah.
We can choose to build those bridges of connection and create those ripples of kindness that spread throughout our communities.
What a powerful message. And I think it's a perfect note to end on. Well, it's been a real pleasure diving deep into this music video with you. It's been a great conversation, and I hope our listeners have been inspired to think about the hometown heroes in their own lives.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
been a lot of fun. And, maybe we've even inspired a few folks to go out and be hometown heroes themselves.
I hope so. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.